Dexter Hercules.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, live from a pad.
Live
from
from
the
a
UK
pad.
drum show in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Fortunately for you and anyone that's watching this and knows Dexter, and if you don't, you should follow him on Instagram and you'll know what I'm talking about. Arsenal won yesterday, so you're in a good mood.
Yes. If you follow me on Instagram, I don't post anything about drums. It's strictly football on there.
It isn't even football, it's you getting
It's
over
me.
having a
It's
heart
just
attack.
me. Yeah, just having a bad time. But
So,
yeah.
stop looking at the questions.
Oh.
So,
Peak.
I'd like you to tell everyone there, give us a sticking exercise or a warm-up pattern or something that you quite like, okay? And just maybe
Okay.
explain what it's going to be.
I will give you the 6-stroke roll with a paradiddle at the end, which I do actually use when I'm warming up, and I do the 6-stroke roll 3 times and then put a paradiddle at the end, so it's
Okay. So I'd just like to explain to everyone, if you haven't seen much of Dexter, Dexter is a left-handed drummer
I am lefty.
that plays right-handed kit.
Yeah.
Okay. So interesting you started with your right
And I
hand.
just started with my right
Okay,
hand.
so that's what it's going to be though. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, so let's go. Now what I didn't tell you was we're now going to do an interview. Okay, so are you ready? And you're going to keep that going.
Do I have to look at you?
You can look whatever it was.
Okay.
I mean, I know I'm not always a pretty side. So here we go.
Oh, God.
You're stranded on a desert island. Okay, you've got your drum kit, you've got your cymbals, you've got your amenities, but you can take one luxury item. What's that luxury item? Don't stop.
One luxury item.
Yeah.
Does a child count? Can I bring my kid?
You can bring your kid, your wife's not going to be happy,
Sure.
but that's fine.
I'm
You
gonna
can only
bring
have
her.
one, okay? You can only have one, so it's your child.
Yeah, I'm going to
Okay,
bring her
fine.
to keep me company.
Wow.
Does that count?
Of course it does.
Yeah.
So what you want? I'm
Is it-
surprised it wasn't an Arsenal football shirt, but I'm pleased to hear
Yeah,
you like your
it's not
child
really a-
over
Oh,
your
right,
Arsenal
okay.
football shirt.
I'm going to bring her with me.
Okay, cool. Okay, one drum book that you can take, if there is one.
I can't think off the top of my head now.
Okay. There's not a book that you like, that you've used, that you...
There is, and I can't remember the title of it.
Okay.
I can't remember the title of
What does
it.
it look like?
It's orange and white.
Orange and white.
Yeah.
Okay, answers below, please. Okay.
You'll know what I'm talking about.
One album, whatever format we have it in these days, but one album is going to last you all this time that you like.
Confessions by Usher.
Okay,
Like that.
interesting. It's a 23-hour flight. Okay, now you've got your child with you, so this could be slightly more awkward.
Actually, it's a bit annoying.
Okay, so it's a 23-hour flight. You can sit next to any drummer, dead or alive, and talk to them and ask them questions. Who's that going to be?
Vinny.
Okay, Vinny Colaiuta.
Yeah.
And what are you going to ask him?
How? I'm just going to say how.
Brilliant, brilliant, absolutely great. Any artist, dead or alive, that you'd love to work with?
Bob Marley.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Advice you would give a 15-year-old Dexter Hercules. Actually, I'm going to phrase that because I've known you since you were 14. So advice, yeah, let's go with it. Advice you'd give to a 15-year-old Dexter Hercules.
It sounds cliche, yeah, but I'm going to say I like listen in school.
Don't stop. Okay.
And the reason why I say that is, well, listen when I went to college. Because when I went to college, I went to the Brit school.
Yeah.
And everything that I learned at the Brit school came up at some point in my career.
Okay. So the Brit School, for those that don't
It
watch
is a
this,
college,
is a
yeah.
music college.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And everything that I learned came up in my career at some point. But I was like very kind of, I was just way more into practical than I was theory and kind of just the academic side of things. And if 15, 16-year-old Dexter had listened a lot more, I wouldn't have struggled as much when I got older. This is
Okay. I know. Would you expect it to be easy? Okay. So, so you do the voice. Okay, the
Yeah.
UK voice. Do you do anything stretching, warm-ups before you do a live show for that?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Reason why I don't
Yeah.
is because the show is so stop-starty.
Okay.
It's not like
Don't need to.
It's not like a normal show where we kind of play for 2 hours straight.
Okay, so if you were doing, when you do a live tour then, would you do a...
Depending on the gig.
Okay. Ronnie Wood?
No.
Okay.
But when I'm doing like some like jazz things where I need to stretch,
Okay.
and it's like really high intensity, then I'll definitely warm up before. But if I'm doing stuff and I'm just like playing groove,
You don't have a regular routine?
I don't have a regular routine.
Okay, all right. The song that you wished you had played on?
All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey.
Yeah, but is that
'Cause
because you don't, or do you want a bit of...
I've been getting that money every single year, that's right. Not because I
Brilliant,
love the song.
brilliant, great. Okay, cocktail or beer?
Cocktail.
Okay, last question. What advice would you give, and it's a 2-point question, what advice would you give to young people using social media?
Don't be afraid of what you post. Post your mistakes. Like, people actually see that you're human, which I do a lot.
What, a lot of mistakes?
I suppose I make a lot of mistakes, but actually, you know, it's good for people to see the struggle as well. Don't be shy about making it perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Okay, cool. And what advice would you give younger people coming into the music industry? Or younger drummers coming into the music industry?
Younger drummers, please get together with real musicians and play in bands. Like, just as much as you can, because there's only so much there's only so much that you can do, like practicing to, you know, your favorite song in your bedroom. Get playing with real people as often as you can, so you're in those scenarios as often as possible.
Okay, Dexter Hercules, you have now completed live from the drum pad.
How did I get
You
on?
may stop. 7 minutes, perfect.
How did I get on? Was
I
that
think you
cool?
You're